Welcome to the Palladium course on learning how to play blackjack. Some players call the game blackjack and some call it 21. Either way, the goal is the same: beat the dealer. Blackjack is played with either 1, 2, 3, 6, or 8 decks of cards, and while the rules are simple to learn, a long used strategy needs to be understood before one actually starts playing. This strategy, called the basic strategy, was developed to assist players in making the right decisions given their first two cards dealt to them. But before we learn more about this strategy, let's cover the basic rules. The game begins by dealing each player two cards, normally face up. The dealer also gets two cards, but one of the cards is placed face down. Then the decision time comes. Each card's numbers represents its value. So a 2 of clubs is equal to 2, a 7 of diamonds is equal to 7, and a 10 of hearts is equal to 10. The only exceptions are face cards and aces. Face cards such as a jack, queen, a king, all equal value of 10, and aces can either be used as a 1 or an 11. If a player's first two cards equals 21, an ace and a 10 or an ace and a face card, the player automatically wins, unless the dealer is also dealt a 21. This is called a push, and neither player or dealer wins. After the player receives the two cards, they have a variety of decisions to choose from. These include drawing an additional card, staying with the total they have received, splitting the cards into two hands, doubling down, or in some cases, surrendering. We'll cover each option thoroughly in this introduction video. Bottom line, the goal is to get as close to 21 without going over and achieving a value higher than the dealer. Keep in mind, the player's decision is always made prior to seeing a dealer's card that is face down. The easiest way to predict a dealer's total is to assume their face down card is a value of 10, because more cards in the deck have a value of 10 than any other value. Let's look at a simple example. In this example, the player is dealt a king and a 5 of spades for a total of 15. The dealer's exposed card is a queen of hearts. Time to make a decision. As the player, you should assume the dealer's down card has a value of 10. Again, a card with a value of 10 could be a 10 card, a jack, a queen, or a king. Here's a simple strategy to start with. If you have a hand totaling 12 and 16, and the dealer also has a hand that may total between 12 and 16, you should stay put and not take the third card. If you have a hand totaling between 12 and 16, and the dealer has a hand that could total 17 or more, then you should hit and take a third card. If your hand is lower than 12, always hit. There's not a single card that would make your hand bust or exceed 21. In this example, the dealer has assumed hand of 20, so the player should hit, trying to improve their hand of 15. In the next training video, we will look at the most misplayed hand, known as a soft hand.